More reports, more stories, guys. A lot is incoming. Please do stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali, daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video. Subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Now, Raid Online are coming through with reports when it comes to Beyoncé and Jay-Z. So I don't know where they're getting their exclusive reports from, but this is basically what they are alleging, that Beyoncé is set to boot Jay-Z completely off the Cowboy to tour because she can't risk her brand being tarnished by his Sean Diddy Combs teenage R-word allegation. Ruthless Beyoncé is set to ban Jay-Z from her upcoming world tour after he was dragged into the Sean Diddy Combs scandal. The star, fresh from her Grammy triumph, is petrified sponsors could pull the plug on lucrative endorsements and feminist groups could protest if he joins her on stage. Not protest. After a lawsuit alleged that he R-worded a teenager. Last week, the superstar announced a highly anticipated Cowboy Carter tour, releasing dates and locations, but there is a dark cloud looming over the tour after rap giant Jay-Z was hit with claims he seriously essayed a 13-year-old. He had a motion to dismiss the actions ruled out by a judge last month, and in light of that, Beyoncé has told her husband there will be no place for him on stage, as there has been on previous tours. Insiders say she also took advice from her sister Solange, who has a tempestuous relationship with her brother-in-law, graphically demonstrated in that elevator fight as well. A source told us Beyoncé is not planning to end her marriage with Jay-Z, but she has decided to leave him off her upcoming world tour. Over the years, they have shared the stage on multiple occasions, even during her solo shows, where he would make special appearances for their popular duets. This time, following Solange's advice, Beyoncé believes it's in her best interest to keep Jay-Z away from the spotlight, especially given the ongoing child allegations swirling around him. Allowing him on stage could seriously harm her brand, risking substantial sponsorship deals that could be pulled amid the controversy. There's also chatter that feminist groups would be set to join her on stage in some kind of way. Diddy has been always close to both Beyoncé and Jay-Z, and the alleged victim claims the R-word took place at the MTV VMA Music Video Awards. If this is true, because Jay-Z's always been at the previous tours, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think she's cutting him off. I don't think it's a negative thing for her, and I don't think Jay-Z's taking it as negative, because as far as we're concerned, since that case went public, Beyoncé has said that we are going to be moving as a family unit. Whether it's the line, Mufasa premieres, whether it's the Grammys, whether it's anything, they're always going to be moving together. Beyoncé is going to be the one leading this entire family together out of this tunnel. Also, that is what they believe, because Sloan Bella is over here saying that Beyoncé and Jay-Z are going down in the years of 2025 to 2027. They are going to be crumbling, and that Beyoncé is definitely going to be crumbling with him. Strong allegations from her side, but that is what she is saying, and potentially that could take place considering what is happening with Diddy. So her kicking him off, or basically saying you can't be attached to this, PR move. It's clever. You don't want any brands to, be scarce. Not that any brands are going to be leaving Jay-Z. NFL are clearly by his side. The alcohol brands are not leaving. The investors are also not leaving, despite the fact that they were worried, and that was initially reported. Nobody has left them. Not one brand has done so. And I feel like the conversation around Jay-Z has gone very quiet, and we will wait to see what takes place when the early days of March happens. That is going to be a big month for Jay-Z. I just know that man is sweating, because he definitely wants this entire case to be dismissed, so that it's just no longer a conversation for him, no longer a looming cloud on him, and that they can breathe a sigh of relief and just move on. That's what they want to do. But something tells me that it's going to be a difficult walk out of the woods for these guys. Over the river and through the woods or tunnel, wherever these guys are, they're in some sticky situations. And so I just feel like it's going to be difficult for him. And so this is probably what she is doing. Now, Kanye West is still tweeting away. Literally for the past couple of days, he's been tweeting some insane stuff that simply, does not make any sense to me. But one thing about Diddy that he is saying is that he's continuously tweeting today about how adamant he is for P. Diddy to be released. He is saying that the people that work with Diddy, work around Diddy, were the ones who did these things to these people. It wasn't Diddy, that Diddy is paying a price, and that Diddy is the one who's basically the sacrificial lamb to an extent. Now, I can see where Kanye is making these statements where, Diddy ain't no innocent angel. We've seen that Cassie video, but absolutely there are people above him and around him that have done far worse, and he therefore is paying the price for their deeds and etc. That's just how, the industry works. I believe even if you show blind loyalty, which is what Diddy was doing, they can turn on you if you want to act reckless. Kanye also tweets F. Diageo, which is the alcohol brand that Diddy initially went against, that coincided with all of this madness with Cassie's lawsuit. So also, why is he saying F. Diageo? I don't understand. He has some intel on this Diddy conversation, and he's slowly dripping it out for sure. And when he does these rants, really and truly, the only things that curb my interest is when he's discussing the Kardashians, because he's cussing out Travis Scott as well, saying that he's not good looking in some kind of way. Also 21 Savage as well. Many rappers and musicians have beginning to unfollow him once again, and so I don't understand why he does stuff like this. I don't think anybody can. It could be a PR move, we don't know, but he is adamant that the people around and above Diddy are the ones who committed these acts, and far worse, not him. He is paying the price. I'm so sorry. Whether everybody was doing anything around him, it does not make Diddy an innocent man. I have zero empathy for that man in every capacity. Billionaires, rich people, irrespective of race, will always stick together with their nonsense and what they're saying. I remind you, Diddy, Kanye, Jay-Z, they're all billionaires. Diddy no more. His net worth is crumbling. But they were, or they are, billionaires, and people like this tend to stick together when it comes to stuff like this. Make of it what you will. Now, in terms of we're getting an R. Kelly update. Basically, TMZ are reporting that he is being hounded right now for millions of dollars by 6 victims who claim he isn't paying out an expensive judgment against him. And I don't think this man is going to be paying out anything anytime soon. According to a new lawsuit obtained by TMZ, 6 alleged victims say they scored a 10.3 million judgment against Kelly in 2023. But the problem is they claim he's only paid them a fraction, and that he actually isn't, going to be paying, the rest of it. They've received 500,000, and they say Kelly is still on the hook for more than 9.9 million. We've been saying that Diddy was giving the Glock 3000 edition 2.0 in the prisons, giving the rounds to all of these men, emptying XYZ, being the semen catcher in these lawsuits. R. Kelly is a whole different level. Do you understand? R. Kelly is a whole different level. I really believe that a lot of these people want to entertain these kind of ritual sacrifices, which some of them even are pointless, and they're told to do stuff like this to be part of a group, a cult, whatever, in order to elevate themselves with wealth, with fame, with status. Because one thing about money, people want more. $1 million is not enough. $1 billion is where you want to be. You want to be part of the billionaires club. You want to start owning XYZ. You get power trips. That's where you want to be. In order to get to those positions, everything is a way of hazing, group sacrifices, acting odd, doing weird, bizarre stuff. And that's what I definitely believe a lot of these men, especially Diddy, have done, because all they were focusing on were the end sight, which is the elevation. I will do whatever it takes for the elevation, to get to that position, to get to a position of pure power and respect and etc. And when they get to those high ends, you can tell certain people are applauded and respected everywhere, because a lot of people don't get to these positions purely on the merit of their talent. Because if that were to be the case, there would be a lot more people right now who would be very well known and very famous and very successful. But that isn't how this works. If there is a position for people to profit and exploit you, they're going to do that, because humans are naturally selfish, and we've seen that in this world for a very long time, and it still is going to continue. So when in this lawsuit, one of them was saying that Diddy was eating the fluids of somebody else, I absolutely believe that this was done for some kind of sacrifice, for a form of elevation, and that these practices are very common amongst these freak-offs, which is what Chopper was saying, which is why so many of these actors and actresses are there. Because really and truly, if you're an actor and actress, why are you all doing this stuff together? Evidently, you're doing all of this stuff together because some kind of other energy is involved for elevation, because you can really have your orgies with ordinary people. There are billions of people on this planet, but these freak-offs are harnessing different forms of energy. Different things are done for different forms of elevation. And so therefore, yes, where you have all of these people who may be actors and actresses or the same level of success, all doing things together in some kind of weird way. Whew, Lord. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this. Do subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Please do subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 400,000 subscribers, and I would really appreciate it. I really would. Shout out to anybody who's from New York. I'm in your city, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.
I hate you.
Why?
Oh my god, fuck.
Shame, karma. That's what you get.